Hello guys and welcome to Taurus Holdings. So on today's lesson I am going to teach you how to mark your order blocks. So with the BTMM strategy, it's very important to know your order blocks, your breaker and your source. That is how you do the strategy. I'll take you step by step, showing you everything exactly how I learned the strategy. So so with this strategy, what you want to do is have the EMA 13 open. I haven't got it open on my phone, but let's go ahead and start marking order blocks, because this has got to be like second nature if you are going to succeed in this strategy. So you open your 4-hour chart, and once you've got your 4-hour chart open, this is where you do your main analysis. You have to be very patient, because as you know, each candle is 4 hours. So this is a very good long term, outward look, rather than working on a shorter time frame. But we will use the 15-minute in terms of our entry. So let's go ahead. So currently we are clearly in an uptrend, so I will just show you how you mark order blocks. So in an uptrend, an order block is always the last bearish candle before the high is set. So in an uptrend, you agree with me that price is making highs and highs. So prices are going higher, higher like this. Is making constant highs, right? I'm sure you'd agree with me. So now we want to focus on our order blocks, which would be for example, on this particular high, the last candle that is responsible for this high is this. Sorry, apologies. Okay, let me just zoom in so that it's clearer. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Okay. So, for example, in this higher high right here, the last bearish candle for this this high, I'm gonna mark it here. This is our high that we're using. This red candle here is what is responsible for that high. So this is what we are calling our order block. So we mark our order block right like this, and that's our order block. In an uptrend, it's very important for the order block to actually have the wicks. So in an uptrend, the bottom wicks are very important. So when you're sort of looking at your marking out your order blocks, please make sure that these wicks here, right here at the bottom, they are very important to mark. So what price did right here was it came back and it retested our order block, as you can see with this wick here. That's why I say wicks are very, very important. As you can see, apologies for my pen. This wick, this green wick right here, it just came right into our order block, tested it and continued to go up. So this is exactly what we want to see. And then this then becomes our new high. So when we have a new high, our last order block before this high is set is this red candle right here. Okay, again it was tested, price came, tested and broke. This is our new high right here. Agree? So from our new high, the last bearish candle would be this one right here. So because it doesn't have a body, this candle right here, it doesn't really have a body. We are going to use the body next to it. So we mark out our candle. And again, you see how price came down, tested it. You see how the wicks, bottom wicks are very important. It just came in, tapped into our order block, and off it went right up, creating a new higher high. So again, from this higher high, our candle that we are now interested in, our bearish candle, would be this one right here. So again, our candle price came, it retested that area with this green candle here, and off it went up. Okay, to create a higher high. So I would say our new high is this high right here. This is our new high right here, and this red candle right here is the last bearish candle in an uptrend. So this is our order block. So we mark our order block, and this is currently where price is at the moment. So if price comes down and breaks this order block, we call this a breaker. This becomes a breaker. It's no longer an order block. It means change of direction. It means that price is probably going to come back, retest the breaker, and go down. Or price, if it wants, it will come back and retest the source and come down. So every time that this order block is violated and broken, as you can see in the past examples, all our order blocks were not being broken. Price was obeying the strategy. It was not closing after the order block. So that's why if price, for example, on this order block here that I've left, sort of decided to come and close here, then we would say this is violated and this is a breaker, and price is now likely to head down. But price knows very well it's still on its way up, so it just came in, tapped inside the order block, and it always goes on its way up. So this is how you mark order blocks. We could even take this chart all the way from here. And let's take it up from this point right here. Okay, so right here, this is the bottom part of our chart. So this is what we call the source. Apologies for my pen. So if this is the source, it means it's the lowest part of the chart. So what we want to do is we obviously see the direction of the chart is on its way up, right? The chart is going up. That is the direction that the chart is taking, that our price is going. So now we are looking for the next, for our highs already. We always know that when this high is broken, we always look for the last order block, right? So I've marked it, and as you can see, price came back with these little tweezers, tapped it, and it went on its way up. So to create what? A new higher high, which is that one. So again, with this new high, our order block would be the last red candle, which would be the one right next to it, and this is this one right here. Again, price came, tapped, went on its way up to create another high. So I think this would be our next high. And where is our order block? It would be the last bearish candle. So again, the tweezers are very important, the bottom wicks. So these are our bottom wicks. We mark our order block like that, and again, price came right into our order block and was on its way up, which is great. So what did price do? Price continue to go up, so we look for the next high again, and it's this one. And so for this high, this little red candle here, it might have a small body, and we will still mark it as our order block. So in our order block, this candle again was retested, which is nice and fantastic, and we're looking for our next high. So for this high, our last bearish candle again is this little one right here, and again price came, tapped on it, and went up. So we are now looking for the next high, which would be this one. So on this high that we've picked up, our order block would be this little red candle here, but its body is very small, so we'll take the body next to it. So let's still mark it. There is the body. So again price came, and what has happened here is price did not just come and retest and go up. Price came and it broke this. So when it is broken, we can change color and call it a breaker. This is now a breaker. The price has been violated. You see this candle right here? This candle came and it has broken, meaning that it is what? It's change of direction whenever we have a breaker. So at the top here, we call this a source. Now I'll put my source in blue. Okay, so I'll put my source in blue, and now we have a breaker. This in yellow is called a breaker. So as we now have a breaker, we know that a breaker means change of direction. So let's see what happens. Let's carry on with our chart. As we can see, the break price decided to come and retest the breaker again here. So let's have a look. Okay, so price came and it retested the breaker. It decided to retest the breaker here, and even retest the source as well. Apologies for the color. So our breaker is always in yellow. So what did price do? Price came, can you see it came and retested, it went up, retested the breaker, came up again, retested the source. This is our source area, right? It came back, retested the source. So so that's what price will do. Price will sort of come back. It is very good, very, very good. The better for us. So what we can do is expand our breaker. So we know that our breaker is it's still the same breaker. We are still in our breaker zone. All this are still in our breaker zone. So this strategy will really teach you patience, because price was sort of ranging around our breaker, right? And then even better for us, price came and it retested our source area. As you can see, this is the source right here. This is the source, and price came and tested our source area. Okay, all right. So then what happened? We always know that whenever we have a breaker, it means change of direction. So now we had a breaker and price retested the source. We know that our trend is now going down. So now we are looking for lower lows. So this is the first low that needs to be broken. So when we look at this low, the last green candle that is responsible for this low is this little one here. So again, price came, tested it, and went further down. Is good. Now we have a new low, which is this one. And the last green candle that is responsible for that is this one here. Yes, so price came, tapped in there and on its way, so, and created a new low. So now our new low is right here. And so the last green candle that is responsible for this low would be our order block. There is our order block right here. Again, price then came, retested the order block, which is this red wick right here, and carried on its way down to create a new lower low, right? So for this lower low, I would say it would be the same order block, and then we have a new lower low right here. So for this lower low, the last green candle would be, remember, in an uptrend, the bottom wicks are very important, but in a downtrend like we are, the top wicks are very important. So these little wicks are so important. Let's mark our order block. Here it is. Here's our order block. We've just marked it. So again, we are still in a downtrend. There's our order block, and what we do is that this is our order block, right, that we have marked. And what does price do? Price comes, steps into our order block and closes above our order block. Can you see this here? Price actually closed above our order block. This is the wick at the top here. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but the top wicks, like I said, are very important. This is the top part of our wick, and can you see the body of this candle, this one and this one? It's way above. So price closed above our order block, and making this to be a breaker. So this is what we call a breaker. Price is closed above. So what's happened is, now whenever we see a breaker, it means change of direction. And what we need to see is price to come and retest our breaker. So if it breaks like this, it doesn't just automatically start going up. It comes to retest, which is very good. So prices come back, it retested, it went up a bit, it came again, it even retested the source. And so we are, so all this is our breaker. So maybe let me delete some of the things. Okay, so this is our breaker right here. So because we are, all this is our breaker, and we clearly see that price has came back and it has retested our breaker. Obviously the bottom part of the chart is our source. We know that this is our source, and this is our source right here. So that's our source, and this is our breaker. This is our breaker in yellow because price what broke. So now that we have a breaker retest which happened here, and it has actually continued to happen, it means that we are actually ready for a buy. We are ready for a buy. So price came, it retested our breaker area, and off we go up. So this is where we are on our way up. So again, we are starting to look at the higher highs. Where is the next higher high? I would say the next higher high is this one. Order block is here. Price does not come down. Next higher high is this one. Order block is here. So yeah, high is there. Order block is here. Order block is here. So watch this one carefully. So we've got an order block here, which is this little bearish candle, And if we look at the weeks, yes, price does it does break, but this move right here is the 50 bounce. If you look at the RSI, right here, it is just bounced off 50, so it's not really it's a 50 bounce. This is where information now will teach you that we are still in an uptrend. If you look in the M15, there's a buy. If you look in 5 minutes, there's a buy. Even though we have our what we can call a breaker here, this is now knowledge that will sort of teach you. And then going forward, I think we've gone through this one already. Price is on its way up. It's on its way up. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. This has been the BTMM strategy concepts of order blocks. And yeah, we'll continue with our lessons. Thank you very much.